Hey guys, how are you? Welcome into a Sunday morning edition of the Daily Juice Podcast with me, Matt Perrault. You guys can follow me on Twitter at Sports Talk Matt every single morning. We are here, BettingPros.com, YouTube for video with BettingPros, audio wherever you get your audio podcasts. We're always being brought to you by BetMGM. More on them here in just 1 second. All right, so a recap quickly on last night. It's a 2-1 night. So we end the week with a 12-13 record, but because the props and player props didn't go that well, we ended up racking up a lot of losses on quarter unit bets. So we wound up for the week, up 2.36 units. Yeah. So it's pretty good, right? It's a good week. Let's keep it rolling here, okay? As we start a new week here on a Sunday. No live stream because no football. Whew. Pro Bowl's not football. All-Star game nonsense, but it's here and it's football if you want to watch it. I don't think I'll watch too much of it, but that is happening today. Live stream next week for the Super Bowl with the Rams and the Bengals. I will leave for Los Angeles on Tuesday, so you'll get the Daily Juice podcast from LA for Wednesday morning, Thursday morning, and Friday morning. And we have a new special sponsor for those podcasts. Be on the lookout for that. I've got a cool offer and a cool thing to give to you guys coming up here for those podcasts for the Super Bowl. So stay tuned for that next week. We'll get into all that coming up for a new sponsor. But speaking of sponsors, okay, so the promo code JUICE150. Now, someone got really angry and somebody had a hissy fit on Twitter, and I think it was the same person who was having a fit on the Discord channel about not getting the Daily Juice offer, the plus 150 to win, bet $10, you win $150. Now, I have done this myself in New Jersey, so I know for a fact this works. But if there is a dispute, if there is a problem, if there is an issue, we will do everything in our power to help you guys resolve it. But you have to understand something. We're not the book, okay? We love BetMGM. They've been with us from the very first beginning part of this podcast. Every single day, I've been doing this podcast now for 580 something days. I think it's something around I don't know, maybe more than that. No, it has to be more than that. So it's got to be somewhere in the 700. I don't know. So you take quick math, 365 plus 214 plus another 6 months. And that's how many days we've been doing the Daily Juice since July of 2020. And BetMGM's been with us every single step of the way, okay? Every company has hiccups. Every company has issues. Their customer service is pretty good. And if you're not getting something from them, we will try our best. But ultimately, please understand something. We are not the book. Your anger and your animosity is, I get it. I'd be mad. I'd be frustrated. But understand that like coming at me or swearing at me or hashtagging me or whatever you want to come at me or the company for Betting Pros, we're not scamming anyone. You don't have to use that. This is a free podcast, for goodness sakes. No one's trying to rip you off. If you don't want to use BetMGM, okay. I mean, we would rather that you do, but no one's making you. You can use whatever book you want, right? It's a free country, man. So we're giving you a chance to get $150. They give you three $50 free bets, okay? It works in New York, works in Louisiana, okay? It works in the new states. If it didn't work for you, talk to BetMGM and figure out what happened, because maybe there's a problem with your account. Maybe they don't like you. Maybe you've been, limited or banned, or maybe it's not a new account, okay? This is new account signups. If you don't understand it, I say it every morning. For new accounts, you sign up for a new account, you play $10, you win $150 when you sign up with the promo code JUICE150, okay? They have other promo codes as well. If you go on the Betting Pros website, go to bettingpros.com, okay? Look at the offer. There's other BetMGM offers. There's other sportsbook offers that are right on the front page, okay? You guys can take advantage of that if you would like to, okay? So sorry for the soapbox, but that's an important thing, okay? We are not the book. We hope that you use our sponsor, but we're not the book. 2-1 day last night. Alabama, the only loss. Should have known. Kentucky went off as a dog. I mean, I took Bama at home as I'm looking for plus money bets right now. Home teams plus money. That's what I'm looking for, or plus points. Okay. That's what I'm looking for here for bets in February. And Bama, at the time of taping, Bama was plus 1.5. And then everyone bet Bama and they went off as a favorite. And I was like, oh man, So that didn't happen. KU and Nova walk victories. Big, big, big performances. Good job there. So I've got 2 college basketball and 1 NBA play for us here. I'm going to stick with that 2-1 mark. We've done pretty well with that. We're on 2-1, 2-1, giving out 3 games. And look, winners, I'll keep it rolling, hopefully. I like 2-1. So I'd prefer 3-0, but 2-1 is winning money, and winning money is better than losing money. So let's keep that rolling here with winning money. And let's start talking a little bit about home dogs, okay? Home dogs, to me, this is huge. Did you know that Cincinnati at home against Houston in its history is 17-1? The only time that Houston has won in Cincinnati is in 2019, okay? First time these two teams will play this season. The number is 6. According to KenPom, Houston should be +7, not +6. But we're getting kind of cut off there a little bit. You might get 6.5. You might get 7. My number right now is +6. When you break down the game, it's pretty interesting to look at these numbers because defensively, this game screams under, okay? 131 from a total perspective, this screams under. You've got Cincinnati's defense, number 1 effective field goal percentage defense in the country. Houston, number 3, okay? It's hard to score in these guys. Cincinnati's offense, not nearly as good as Houston's offense, however. Effective field goal percentage for Cincinnati is 47.9. That's 263rd versus effective field goal percentage for Houston, which is 53.4. That's 44th best in the country. Offensive rebounding is where these Houston Cougars make their noise. 38.5 is number 2, the offensive rebound percentage, 38.5. Number 2 in the country. On the other side, not great for Cincinnati, rebounding-wise, 29.5. That's 229. So this game could very well be decided on the glass. Cincinnati is going to have to crash. Cincinnati is going to have to try to keep track of as many rebounds as they can. Don't let these guys get after it. However, one of the big offensive weapons for Houston is 2-point field goal percentage. They're not a great 3-point shooting team. They're okay. 41st 2-point percentage for Houston, 54.2. But this is where you see Cincy shine. 40.1 is number 2 in the country at stopping 2-point shots. Okay? Big. Also, Houston does not hit free throws. 66.2% is 321st in the country. Going on the road to a hostile environment, Houston's undefeated in conference. They've been running through people here. They have now won how many games in a row? They're now up to 11 straight wins. Okay, 11 straight wins here. They're ranked 6th in the country, and they're going on the road to take on a team that's in Cincinnati. It's going to be, I think, a pretty tough team here. Okay. The Cougars are top 25 in scoring defense, scoring margin, winning percentage, offensive rebounds, turnover margin, 3-point field goal percentage defense, assist to turnover ratio, and block shots. They are really, really good. Okay. I don't think Cincy wins the game. However, I do think Cincinnati at home catching points. This is exactly what I am looking for. People are going to bet Houston. Okay. They're going to come in. Houston's hot. Let's bet Houston, bet Houston, bet Houston. Cincinnati, I don't know if they win the game, okay? But getting 6 points at home, I like it. They're 5-5-2 against the spread this season at home. Houston is 6-3. Last 2 games, Cincy did not cover. But last game against Tulane at home, Houston laying 18, they won by 11. Previous 3 games, they won big and covered. But I think this Cincinnati team is going to be up. I think the Bearcats fans are going to be loud. I think they cover. I think 6 points is too many. I'm taking Cincinnati +6 for a half a unit. Second play in college basketball. We've got this bet for Loyola Chicago to win the Missouri Valley Conference. I watched Drake and Northern play yesterday, and Northern gets a big win. They're now 9-3 here. They have a half a game lead, technically, in the win column, but Loyola only has 2 losses, so they're essentially tied at the top of the Missouri Valley Conference standings. Missouri State 8-3, Drake 8-3, Bradley 7-5. At home, Loyola 10-1. On the road, they're 5-1. Missouri at home, 9-3. Missouri State, 6-3 on the road. Okay. So the first time these two teams played, it was a really big win for Missouri State. I don't want to say they ran away with it, but it was somewhat of an eye-opener. 79-69. They snapped a long home game winning streak for Loyola. Kind of stunned some people, to be quite honest. We're like, wait. Isaiah Mosley scored 40 in this game. 40. That does not happen, okay? Does not happen to teams like Loyola Chicago. Man, I think they're going to be absolutely up for this game. Some interesting stats to look at here in terms of offense. Adjusted efficiency on KenPom, top 50 for Loyola Chicago. Missouri State defense adjusted efficiency outside the top 100. Effective field goal percentage for Loyola Chicago, they're 8th. 95th for Missouri State. Yeah. Turnover percentage, 79th to 292. They don't turn the ball over, Loyola Chicago, and Missouri State doesn't force turnovers either. Some big keys. 56.1% two-point field goal percentage for Loyola Chicago, 15th best in the country. Three-point percentage, 37.7, 22nd best in the country, up against the 74th and 143rd ranked defense on KenPom.com for three-point percentage and two-point percentage. Big deal. Now, Missouri State can score, okay? They absolutely have one of the top 25 best, top 30 best offenses. Effective efficiency, 113.2. That's 26th best in the country. Three-point percentage, 24th best. Two-point percentage, 36th percentage. But defensively, Loyola Chicago, top 50 in adjusted efficiency, and they are top 100 in three-point percentage defense for both and 2-point, 88th and 86th in 3-point and 2-point percentage. I think their defense is better. And what's interesting, it's +1. I have the better basketball team with revenge on their mind. It's a whiteout game for Missouri State, so you know the energy is going to be hopping, but Missouri State's favored. They're laying a point here. We need Loyola Chicago to win this game, okay? For them to win the Missouri Valley Conference, to win the regular season, we need them to win this game. I think they're going to be ready. I think they're going to be locked in. I think they have revenge on their minds. And I'm going to take the Ramblers here to have some payback to Missouri State. Loyola Chicago +1 on the road at Missouri State. I'm taking Loyola Chicago +1. All right. So Cincinnati +6 against Houston at home. Loyola +1 on the road at Missouri State. The third game is in the NBA. And this comes to one of those bet the streak type of situations. The Denver Nuggets and the Brooklyn Nets are both going in the wrong direction. Okay, it's not pretty. Okay, Brooklyn on the year is 19-32-1 against the spread. They haven't covered in their last 3 games, and they've lost 8 consecutive games. On the road, they're 14-13, but that's not that impressive. Denver is 22-30 against the number this year. That's not good. They're 9-14 against the spread this year. That's not good. They've been playing really poorly. They've lost 3 games in a row themselves, losing to New Orleans, Utah, and Minnesota. The difference is they lost by 4 to Utah on the road. Brooklyn lost by 23 in their last game. James Harden could be shipped out. James Harden, we don't know his status. He may play, he may not. Don't think it really matters. Playing Denver at Denver is hard, okay? It's not an easy game. It's a hard game. You got to want to play against Jokic. You got to have a game plan against him. The number's only 5 here. Denver -5. I'm just going to bet against the streak. I mean, I just don't think this team really wants to play together. I think they need to get rid of Harden. They need to get out here because it's been embarrassing to watch James Harden play, hurt or not. It's been rough to watch him play. And I mean, a team that's lost 7 straight, I guess not 7, 8 straight, 7 straight losses for Brooklyn, 3 straight losses for Denver. Overall, straight up, Denver's 13-10 at home. So they've played better at home than they have on the road. I just think this is a team in Brooklyn that doesn't want to be there. Sunday matinee game. Denver has more weapons. Denver wants to be there. I'll lay the 5 points with the Nuggets. Denver -5 against the reeling Brooklyn Nets. I think Denver has a chance to bounce back here at home. Half a unit on that. Okay. 3 bets going. Another day where hopefully we go 2-1 or better here with our plays. Cincinnati +6, Loyola +1, Denver -5 in the NBA are our 3 plays here for a Sunday's Daily Juice. My name is Matt Perrault. Follow me on Twitter at SportsTalkMatt. Each and every morning, it's the Daily Juice podcast. Always being brought to you by BetMGM.